Southern California. I mean, you live in Southern California. It's supposed to be warm, but yeah, out here in San Diego, Jersey. Look, and with the fresh background,
Fresh jersey.
with the fresh Josh Jacobs jersey. Logos flying all over the place. Look at this dude. Look at this dude.
Yeah, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it from the East Coast. We finally got like a nice day of good weather,
Oh,
nice
good.
breeze. But yeah, man, I'm excited to talk some football. Lots going on in the sports world, you know. But
It's an interesting day, to say the least. To say the least. To say the least. No question about it. And then Sean, of course, from paradise, if you will. I mean, I'm not even gonna call it Hawaii anymore.
Oh, man.
It's just paradise out there right now. So I'm really good topics today. Some Hall of Fame stuff, some training camp stuff. So let's just dive right into it. First of all, give props out to people out in San Diego, California. Listen to us, Spring, Texas, Bell Shill, Scotland.
Woo.
Say,
Cheers.
yeah, seriously. Cedar Falls, Iowa, and Santa Rosa, California. Let's start off real quick with some questions here we have from listeners from Atlanta, Georgia. For the group, can Arden Key at the very least produce what Benson Mayock did last year as a sack total?
I'm gonna take this one first, Shawnee. I know it's your boy. I'm gonna jump in real quick.
Your
The
dog.
only reason why I want to jump into it is because I just got done listening to the presser that he did today, and that I gotta say, man, this team and within Gruden and Mayock, they just have these guys, these young guys, just dialed in, and the way they're answering questions, it's like they're mature beyond their years. And Arden Key, if you guys remember from last season, he came out the gates firing, man. He was in that backfield. He was making plays and he got hurt. So I think this guy he's capable of 6 sacks. I mean, I think he's got a couple game-changing plays. I don't think he's not going to make the team. I think he
Oh,
definitely.
he makes the team.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that, it would I'd be surprised if he didn't pick up where he left off. And you saw what he did in LSU at a smaller weight. He was a little thin, but this dude looks big now, man. He looks like he's going to make some plays. So I'm all in on it. I think he's going to be a player for us.
Yeah, I mean, I've been preaching it forever. I haven't given up on the talent. I just think that guy in a slingshot on third down as a pass rushing specialist or passing situations, he's hyper light, but he's strong. He's lean. He's basically like the same size as Bryan Edwards, the wide receiver,
Yeah.
which is crazy. But he's so quick with his hands and his technique. And I've been saying when Rod Marinelli gets on board, he's going to like that type of player because he's going to put him in the correct positional matchups to get pressures. I don't know how many sacks he'll get.
Yeah.
But because of the group we have, the improvements on the front seven, we're going to be able to come from you at all places. Littleton can blitz. Kutowski can come up.
Yeah.
Collins can get a good put. He can get sacks in the interior, something we've long needed, And then you have the rotations of Carl Nassib and, Mad Max Crosby. I mean, I just think Key has a perfect niche role now. And just reading everything this week from a lot of media perspectives, he's the talent everyone knows he is. He's just got to close in on some plays, and sometimes it takes guys a couple of years. Before he got hurt, like you said, Ken, it looked like that was going to be his coming out year last year. He's playing the run
agree.
well. He was making game-changing plays, batting the ball. I mean, and boom, he gets hurt. So I'm banking on him. They moved on from P.J. Hall from the same draft class, no problem. They're sticking with Key because they see there's clear talent.
I mean, to me, just work on the art of sacking the quarterback.
Yeah.
And get into the quarterback, affecting plays that way. Just worrying about those parts of the game. I think he'll be fine. You never have enough pass rushers. You never know if Clee's going to be out for a couple games or with COVID, Crosby, stuff like that. So we'll see what happens there. So I think Arden Key has a chance to be a solid player. So we'll see what it is. This is probably the last go round for him. I mean, this is a really good camp. He's with the best defensive line coach.
Jacobs. We have Jalen Richard, guys that have been in the system and do things well, and pass rush, pass protection wise, third down pass receiving wise from Richard, and then Jacobs just being a feature back. But the best thing about that is, hey, if Bowden's not ready to accept a big role in the offense, well, guess what? He can focus that talent on being a great punt returner and kick returner, because we need one of those too. So it's going to fall somewhere in between. It's a big draft class. You can't expect every guy to be a full-down starter. You just need to play your role well. So let him grow, let him develop. Gruden's system is very complicated. He's in over his head right now. So he's a rookie without a preseason. This is COVID. This is different. So whenever we can work him in and he's ready, I have no question that he has the talent to do things with the ball in his hand.
I agree. I think that he's definitely got the playmaking ability. Gruden's going to find a role for him in this offense, and what's going to be cool about it is, he's a good option of changing pace. Whether he's coming out a roll out in the back like a Richard type roll or whatever. I'm not concerned about it. He's a rookie. Everybody's thinking that we're going to nail all the rookies now because that's such a great draft class last season. So yeah, pump the brakes.
Yeah, maybe it won't be year one. I mean, I think that's like the one thing. And you know what, Raider Nation, that's okay if it's not year one. But I know I have the whole draft, all the people who drafted behind him in the third round. As somebody sent me, they're like, hey, if he's not good, here's who we could have had. So we'll see what happens there. Last one from Washington, Virginia, with all the news we're hearing about Javin White and Tanner Muse, does Nicholas Morrow, who's been here for a while, make the team?
I hear that they're light on linebackers. I think they just drafted, or they signed another one today. I forgot his name, from Tennessee. But I think Morrow knows the defense. He played in it last year. He's not an every down linebacker. He's definitely an athletic freak. That guy is huge. You see that dude?
He can run. He's fast.
Yeah, he can run. So, special teams, somebody that come in a sub packages. I think it's slim, very slim. But I think Javin White is going to be I don't know. I don't know enough about Javin White on the field, on the NFL field. There's a reason why he went undrafted. So I hope he makes a team. I hope they all make the team. But
the story. We have to get away from the story stuff sometimes, because we all were with the story last time with Doss last year, right?
Right.
So those things sound cute, but at the end of the day, can he really play? From what you're hearing from the guys who really cover that squad, from the Athletic and other places, they it's not just talk with Javin White. He's really running around making plays.
Yeah.
So which is a good thing. But they still are going out there to get veteran running backs. Linebackers. So there's always. I don't think they want to throw him into the wind, Sean.
Yeah, I think when you talk about those three names, Tanner Muse, help me out, just drew a blank.
Javin White, Morrow.
Javin White and Morrow. Okay, so you look at all three of them. They're all situational sub-package role players on the defense. None of them is going to see a heavy propensity of snaps either way. So what you're looking for is whoever mans that position or it gets the start